Welcome to another News of the Bizarre. News so bizarre that it makes Al Gore look sane.
Do you like being in the front seat?
Yeah.
A man desperate for iPhone 6 rents out girlfriend a fun Apple handset. He stipulated that no funny business would be allowed with interested parties limited to eating and studying with her as well as enjoying a 3-person date. The new iPhone 6 is one of coveted piece of kit, but would you sell your girlfriend to buy one? This man in Shanghai offered to rent out his other half, reportedly to generate the cash to buy Apple's latest gadget. However, he did stipulate that no funny business would be allowed. Sharing girlfriend for pocket money per hour, per day, per month, his sign, which went viral on China's Weibo social media network, read, "If you are interested, connect to a personal hotspot with a sharing master to check her out." More than 3,300 years ago, in a newly built city in Egypt, a woman with an incredibly elaborate hairstyle of lengthy hair extensions was laid to rest. She was not mummified, her body was simply wrapped in a mat, but when archaeologists uncovered her remains, they found she wore a very complex wig with approximately 70 extensions fastened in different layers and heights on her head. Yolan Brawls, an archaeologist working with Armenia Project, writes an article recently published in the Journal of Egyptian Archaeology. Researchers don't know her name, age of occupation, but she is one of hundreds of people, including many others, whose hairstyles are still intact, who were buried in a cemetery near an ancient city now called Amarna.
Just as he pedaled into the intersection, he just missed getting hit twice. The red car clipped the truck, which careened onto its side. Believe it or not, the bike rider was not hurt. He even went to check on the truck driver.
Police say a lonely man made repeated 911 calls in Harrison City, Pennsylvania. A Pennsylvania man has been charged with making 3 911 calls to report bogus emergencies simply because he was lonely and wanted paramedics to show up. The Pittsburgh Tribune Review reports 52-year-old Gregory Shaffer was jailed after his arraignment Wednesday on charges of making false reports to authorities. Penn Township police say Shaffer called Westmoreland County's 911 center 3 times over about 4 hours on July 30th with various false complaints. The first time Shaffer claimed that he had fallen down some stairs and injured his head and neck. Paramedics say they found him intoxicated but otherwise well and calmly waiting inside his home. Unlike court records don't list an attorney to Shaffer, he's in the county jail and faces a preliminary hearing Tuesday.
Can you hold it up a little longer so we can get a better shot of it?
I don't feel comfortable doing that just yet.
If you happen to be in Calgary, a city in the South Canadian province, Alberta, on Thursday, you might have seen a couple of hundred people dressed as Batman. No, your eyes were not deceive you. The Dark Knight had risen again in the name of charity. More than 500 employees dressed head to foot as Batman gathered outside the headquarters of Nexon, the oil and gas company, in order to raise money for charity and break a world record in the process. The full 542 participants had their costumes inspected by a Guinness Book World Records staffer who, after ensuring they all stood together for 5 minutes, pronounced the group the official world record holders of the title largest gathering of people dressed as Batman. And you did not know it was a category. Beat that. An alligator causes a scare, then a laugh in Minnesota. Rockville, Minnesota, a 2-foot-long alligator caused a scare and then a laugh in Stearns County this week. A man called the sheriff's office Thursday at noon to report an exotic animal. A deputy came out and found out the alligator basking out in the grass next to a creek in swampy areas. The deputy approached cautiously, but the alligator didn't move or retreat. The deputy poked it with his baton and discovered it was just a plastic toy. The sheriff's office jokes in a statement that it was safely removed. And those are your news of the bizarre. And people, stay bizarre because we might be able to read your news on the News of the Bizarre right here on the Biff Burrows channel. Subscribe, share, and stay weird.